Hello everybody, welcome, it's Thursday, and that means we're in for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. How's everybody doing today? Yes, Trifus Cat. Where's Wakahai? We haven't seen our kitty cat in like months. Where is he? Where is my sweet baby boy?
I mean, the Overwatch lore doesn't mean anything. It's what?
Hi.
Hi.
You know what does mean something? This game.
TGAAC.
This game means something.
on a deep personal and emotional level.
Anyway, I was saying we haven't seen our favorite kitty cat Wakahai. Where'd he go?
No, we have not. Not right now.
Where is he?
He's doing his own thing.
Where is our precious bean? We do have this cat, though. Did we need to talk to him again? No, we finished talking to him.
No, I think he was like, and now see you later.
Great. Hey, look at my badge. No, I'm looking at my badge. Look at my badge.
Look at my badge. Pulls it up to your face.
Hi, selfie. Mr. Sholmes, about this.
Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, is this the first time you've shown me this particular trinket?
No. I don't really remember, to be honest.
And am I saying that it's a colourful breed of a miniature canine with a particularly long neck? What to precipitate here we go again for your lips. We could be sure it was not the first time.
Yeah. Here we go again.
Deduction, you see, my dear fellow. Deduction!
We have
Useful, thank you.
We have indeed heard him say that before. Goodbye. Let's go upstairs.
That's right.
I'm going upstairs for a second.
We were joking about. I was joking about how like you couldn't technically come up here without going through the living room anyway.
Oh yeah, we were coming up here.
Yeah.
I don't think we were actually coming
Hello.
up here.
Hello,
Levi was just making a joke.
Oh, it was on the list of things we were going to do, but it was
Yeah,
first,
but
and we
may
couldn't.
not
It was
be
weird
anything.
to.
What does she have to say? Oh, okay.
Okay, then
What
no.
should we do, Sasato? Hey,
We should go to the Lord Chief Justice's office and say hi to my friend.
I stayed up late to mend that for you the other day, Mr. Naruhodo.
oh, Sasato. Thank you. You did a really seamless job.
You're very welcome. It's all in a day's work for your judicial assistant.
The only thing is, I accidentally dropped it in the Thames yesterday, and now it rather smells.
God, Naruto.
Then take better care of it, please.
It was all going so well until I ruined it.
Sounded like you're about to call him Naruto, Levi.
I stuttered because I was like, because his name is Runosuke, but his name is also Naruhodo, and I was just like, wait, it's not. Yeah.
I also
Well, I was
absolutely called him Naruto
Naruto.
before. I am 100% sure. I remember calling him Naruto and then like being
Yes.
fuck.
Like,
You,
the
you
humiliation
say
of
that,
calling him
and you
Naruto.
have said that, yes.
Yes. I'm bad
Yeah,
at
there
keeping-
it is.
Oh, there we go.
I'm bad at-
There it is.
There it is! Your
Yep.
shame was immortalized.
Yep, it had to be. I skip syllables in regular words, not to mention when I'm doing a voice.
That's right, Naruto-san.
Just gotta talk like 10% slower.
Hey. Hey. That's not
What
good.
is that stance? That's just a fucking stanky leg stance.
Looks like he's about to bitch slap him.
I think that's
Right.
just how he normally
How dare
stands.
you? I guess
I
it's
saw
just
someone
weird
point
you
out
don't
like
look at
his
his ass.
bow. I saw someone. I saw it was like a you can pry this headcanon from my cold dead hands. That Van Zeeks has a ballet background because the foot positions he stands in are all like
That's
very
true.
specific all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
It's a
thought of
good
JoJo's.
position.
I haven't seen JoJo's, but I did have that vibe.
Jotaro approaching
Yeah.
Dio.
You know,
You're
JoJo's
Debbie,
Bizarre Adventure,
yes.
ballet, same difference.
It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's Here's the final draft of the opening address for tomorrow's proceedings. I have supplemented your original with the figures you asked for from the yard.
Alex.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I was him. I see. Excellent work, thank you.
You're welcome, my lord.
What's Lord Van Zeek's doing here?
My, there seems to be an awful lot of tension in the air, wouldn't you say?
Not
They
the
just out
sexy
of both
kind.
slowly turn and look at you, like, "Hey, what's going on?"
This place is stifling enough as it is. We really don't need any more tension.
His legs. I just watched him slowly slide.
Oh yeah, they just spun the model. They didn't animate.
Oh, that was good. My apologies. I didn't notice you come in. Your small stature and dark dress made you all but invisible to me.
You
You
know
are
you only
wearing
needed
blue now.
you only needed the first two sentences. You only needed the first two sentences. Oh no. It's entirely my fault for wearing black, I'm sure.
I feel like this is the case where they've so far mentioned what they're wearing so much more than they ever have, and it's the
Well,
one that we
it's
changed their
amazing.
outfit.
They talk about Ryunosuke being in black quite a bit.
Yeah, they
in
do
other
mention that.
cases,
They
but
do bring that up a lot.
We're also getting drawn to it every time they bring it up now. From now on, you must dress in white from head to toe whenever you come here.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I made the other one do. Now then, Mr. Naruto.
Alex was too busy doing the bit.
Yes, my lord. I'm right here.
So I keep just looking past your head into the next room. It's so hard when you're not eye level.
Kill me now.
Is something wrong? Perhaps it is a little too hot in here for you.
Aren't they 5'6" and 6'5"?
Something like that.
Oh,
These
no!
two, I think that's the height difference you've got.
Not at all. I mean, I've never experienced a room at such a perfect temperature.
If you're sure. The beads of sweat carving their way down your face seems to suggest otherwise.
Because of the daggers you're staring at me with, mainly.
As you're no doubt aware, my International Forensic Science Symposium begins tomorrow. In fact, your father arrived in London earlier today, I hear, madam.
Oh, yes, that's right, my lord. He's extremely honored to have been invited.
I'll leave the remaining preparations for the meeting room in your capable hands then, Lord Van Zeeks.
I will attend at once.
Oh, don't look at me like that! Oh my god!
From looking down to looking up at you, like, oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, God.
Buddy!
He gave you a very cold stare as he left, didn't he?
Felt very heated to
Oof.
me. I know, but I haven't done anything. Have I?
These past few days, my feet have barely touched the ground, I must say.
You can fly?
I've ascended. My dedicated right hand of many years was recently put out of action in a spectacular fashion.
He's a wyvern unit. He builds an axe. Anyway, I've been playing a lot of Fire
You
Emblem.
would.
He would be
Sure.
he would be a Wyvern Lord if he was a Fire Emblem unit anyway.
I knew immediately where you were coming from.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is your left hand still of service?
Oh, his right hand is back!
Oh,
My dedicated right
also-
hand was recently put out of action.
And also he's Japanese, and
right.
if
He
they're
doesn't
finally
understand the reason. But it is also a funny like idea thinking if you think that like him and Scythe had a thing, and then he says you're left hand good. Does your left hand still work?
Mr. Naruhodo, he's talking about Dr. Scythe!
Ah! Of course! You've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem too, Sophie? I just started my first Golden Deer run. I'm having a great time.
It
Terribly
actually isn't me this
sorry
time.
about that. I was just,
Fear not. You've done nothing wrong. Dr. Scythe's own wrongdoing precipitated the situation. You need to concern yourself with it any further.
that would be a lot easier to do if it weren't for the piercing stare you're giving me.
Lord Van Zeeks is doing an admirable job of holding the fort. Though disturbingly, his apprentice has been missing since yesterday.
Where is he?
Huh.
Oh, missing.
Missing. Two.
He's dead again!
No, shut the fuck up.
What's become of what's become of Kazuma-sama now?
Yeah, she's like muttering under her breath in Japanese.
Mm-hmm. Like, there's no way she'd say that in
Plain
in
English.
English in front of Zeeks.
It's like, we
Strong
know what
heart.
you know, bitch. Not that long ago, visitor numbers to the Great Exhibition exceeded 30 million.
30 million? Are there even that many people in the world?
As a comparison, Mr. Naruhodo, the population of the imperial capital of Tokyo is 2 million.
Christ.
I will be opening the Internal Forensic Science Symposium in the exhibition's main auditorium.
International.
What did I say? Internal?
Internal?
God, my lips are so dexterous. This event was- I don't know, I never like watched his lips move before, and it was just like jarring. This event has been 2 years in the making.
Damn it.
2 years of preparations and negotiations with other countries.
Isn't it? And there's no E between the T and the R? I could be wrong.
What?
No, I'm wrong.
Preparations? What are you talking? What were you talking about?
Oh, weird.
Oh, the spelling of dexterous.
Both spellings are correct, apparently.
Great. Sounds like a tremendous achievement. Congratulations.
No, they really are. They do move quite a bit, don't they?
The 20th century. Why did I go Russian? The 20th century will see the wholesale adoption of forensic investigation techniques.
You were just thinking intimidating and
I was thinking that I'm doing Strahd
stoic.
this weekend.
Hmm.
And cooperation between policing organizations around the globe will be essential. God damn fucking chair. Which is why this landmark first symposium had to be hosted here at the heart of our great British Empire.
I have also... I don't think I ever looked at anybody's mouths when they're talking.
I don't know why it just suddenly
looking
came
at
up, and I was like...
the words moving across the screen. I'm too focused on reading to look at their lips move.
In order that Scotland Yard may become the leading investigative organization in the New World.
Gross.
Considering that the New World is not here. You're just gonna do some more colonizing again?
Yeah.
I mean, yes. The answer is yes, but...
He's the same as ever, I see. That passion of his is quite something.
You're every bit as passionate in your own way, I'm sure, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yeah.
I'm the only person in this country who truly cares about the future that embraces forensic science.
I don't think that's true. I think Mr. Sholmes is quite interested in forensic science being a thing that is...
Who?
You know.
I don't know him. It was my intention to become Her Majesty's Attorney General and reform the Yard from the ground up.
He's going to fire everybody and only hire people I like.
Like Scythe! But then she went to jail! So the disgrace of the forensic investigation team has been a bitter blow to my ambitions.
Ah.
You know what's
Welcome.
worse? Killing people.
No. His ambitions are more important than people's lives.
I mean, yeah, to him that's true. I first established the forensic investigation team a year ago, experimentally to start with. With Dr. Scythe at the helm, it was steadily accruing an impressive record of achievement. I was on the verge of changing its name and elevating its status to full-blown forensic investigation department.
And can you not do that now?
Obviously. Nobody wants to hear anything about it at the moment. Even I can't keep the story out of the papers. 6 million Londoners will be cursing forensic science now. This incident will set back our country's advancement in the field by good 10 years, I'd say.
Well, maybe your lead forensic investigator shouldn't have been murdering people. Unintended repercussions of our trial.
We simply couldn't have overlooked what happened, though.
Of course not. We should all be grateful to you both.
Yeah.
Your expression really sells that.
Should be, not am.
Yeah.
Anyway, I still reform this country's policing when I'll still become. Well, I will still reform this country's policing when I become Attorney General.
Yes, Trithus, that is the implication. That is true. I believe.
This might delay my plans, but it won't alter them. Nothing will stand in my way.
I really
Those
like his
are,
outfit.
Too bad the color is dookie.
Molly likes weird colors.
I don't think the
On my
color's
list of
that
favorite
bad.
colors, this would not make it for me.
I mean,
Definitely
it's not
I mean,
like it's not like
I can't hate
a
a color.
favorite
but, like,
color, but like I don't think it's a bad color. I think it's an interesting.
I think it's
like
extremely fitting on him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like this is definitely his color. It probably would not look like a me color if I was to be wearing something like that. But I like the design and would like it in a different color.
Yeah, exactly.
I have pants that color, sort of.
Yeah, I mean it's like
I feel
like an
Pants are
olive.
different.
It's like an olive green.
It's a better pant color.
It's
I think
good.
I think I have 2 pairs of pants that when combined make this color.
Same. I don't think I have a pair of pants that exactly the same, Miles.
I got one that's really green and one that's like yellow, more yellow, and I think together they'd hit this exact color.
Mm-hmm.
About Lord Von Zeke's apprentice.
Oh, yes, that came as a surprise to me, I must say. That you and he are old friends.
Oh, right, yes.
You're so full of shit.
How did he become an apprentice to Lord Von Zeke's in the first place?
Came about 3 months ago.
Really?
An unidentified Asian man was apprehended by border police. He walked
Onto the island? Okay, he was in a ship, okay.
I mean, this fucking Skyrim motherfucker hiding aboard a large goods vessel.
I mean, people swim across the channel. It could've. Could've swam.
Oh my! So he stowed away to get here.
I think
Oh,
somebody.
how the tables have turned.
I think somebody shoved him into a ship.
Someone's like, yeah, this will be fine.
This'll
Just
be.
knock him out, shove him in a ship. He doesn't need food. He had no papers to identify him, no passport, and he was suffering from amnesia too. Other than the fact he was clearly of Eastern descent, there were no clues as to who he was. So I decided to assign him to Lord Van Zeke's. That way I could keep an eye on him.
What?
We didn't know anything about him, but I was like, make this boy a lawyer!
What? Actually,
Amnesia, Eastern, that's a lawyer.
actually, that feels like a very strong heart thing to do. Oh, this man has amnesia? Great. I'm
him a
gonna make
lawyer.
him my tool.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, he definitely, like, he's leaving a big part out. I'm sure there's a, and I knew exactly who he was.
Oh, yeah. But then, why the mask?
I don't know, it's just a little gay thing that he does. I didn't want to burden Lord Van Zeke's with tiresome explanations about why he had an Eastern apprentice. You fucking racist asshole, stop asking questions.
Because it would be so much easier to explain why he was wearing a mask.
To him? Yes. He's proving to be a great help to Lord Van Zeke's. I have high hopes for his future.
It's not the case, but I'm imagining he presented him to Lord Van Zeke's and he started asking questions about he's Eastern, and he just looked around in a panic and slaps the mask on. He's like, "Oh, this is okay."
By the way,
He knows Von Zeeks is extra specifically racist and was like, let's just sidestep this issue.
do you know where he's gone?
No idea. But I believe he's left London for the time being.
Where did he go?
Oh,
He went to go see the Loch Ness Monster,
What?
I think.
what? Huh? That's confusing.
I take it you also didn't know.
What?
He won't be here for this case. Next case!
What the fuck?
That man's father was one of our country's most infamous criminals, I mean.
What? Kenshin Asogi. What? This conversation was going... Where? What? What we learnt from that trial 8 days ago was a huge shock. Finding out my friend's father was...
Ah, yes. Genshin Asogi. The professor case 10 years ago caused a great stir here in Britain.
They were such awful murders, and unprecedented, using a ferocious dog as a murder weapon.
The Hound.
And no one would have believed the culprit was a foreign student invited here to study by the government. So the true identity of the killer couldn't be made public then, and it can't be made public now. Nobody in your country knows it was him, and neither do the citizens of London.
The main motivation was to avoid aggravating relations between our two nations at the time. I understand. Motivation, relations, nations. Understand.
Correct, yes, exactly. However, it has to be noted that there were some supporters of the professor's apparent cause.
What? Supporters of a mass murderer?
The majority of the man's victims were a blight on the aristocracy of the city.
Of the day.
Of the day. And
So
the city.
He was actually based.
Somewhat ironically, their deaths had actually benefited society as a whole. Or so a fair few thinkers in London believed, anyway. No, I wouldn't know. I don't think that. I don't know. They weren't good people. I don't think that.
Right. I see. But it was still murder, wasn't it?
It seems very similar, doesn't it? To the idea of the Reaper of the Bailey.
Fucking nothing.
Get the fuck out. Don't you say that.
I don't know if you were there, Em, for when we found out one of the sexy mamas is a murderer.
Oh yeah, she's in jail now.
Another one was a jury member who I assume we're not going to see anymore because she was a jury member.
That
You
means
know
the
the
opposite.
jury members.
That means the opposite
They show
of...
up all the time.
That
yeah,
is
fair.
the
No,
exact
they're-
opposite.
Okay, to be fair to me, there are also jury members you've only seen once.
That's true, but
Yeah.
It can be the other way. Yeah.
She's very into writing fan fiction.
She was in the second spot though, and I believe we've seen second spot jury members more than
Not-
once. We saw the maid girl
Not
twice.
the one. Not the one I
Yeah.
could fix.
I think
We
she's
didn't
in a
need to see
picture.
her again.
Oh, I need it.
She's also in 2 different
Um,
cases, so.
Could I show you this little strong hat?
And then Tuspels is probably not gonna be around. I don't know.
I'm the lead chore. Why did I want to say chore?
Lead chore?
I'm in charge of all the chore.
Leech Chorf Justice.
That's the next year's attorney protagonist. Apollo can't name his children to save his fucking life. I'm the Lord Chief Justice. I am not here to offer advice about evidence.
Keep me to it, Levi.
Oh.
Especially when the evidence is in question is so dull.
Ah, so that's the real reason. Fair enough. It's a stupid article anyway. You didn't need to see it anyway. Goodbye. Anyway.
Nope.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I guess that's enough time. Yeah. Oh.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Aha! Here's my guest now. My latest client with money to spend.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that we were waiting.
Yeah.
He told us to leave for a little bit to go occupy ourselves until his client showed up.
Oh, I do hope it's an exciting case, Hurley.
Remember, Iris, we are at present gripped by the greatest problem known to man.
Rent.
I must be willing to accept any case, no matter how unstimulating. Save locating a runaway, of course.
Oh God, is it someone who wants us to find Cosimo?
Don't spare anyone's feelings, will you? No, he's making a dig at us.
Oh, okay. Oh dear. I'm afraid that Hurley can lack a little tact, especially just before rent is due.
Oh, hey, she's back!
Okay. In my defense. Okay, in my defense.
What do you need to defend?
I'm going to confess that I spoiled for myself today by accident.
You cheated?
By accident that she shows up, or not even by actually fucking Right for Smash people actually did it, where they implied that they gave her a name. And I was like, why does she has a name? And I looked up her name, and it's like, oh, because she shows up later.
Why would you look up her name? Why would you do that?
Because I didn't know who it was. Because they said a jury member from a case that I've seen before. Like we were talking about the last case, and then they said the name of a jury member, and I was like, oh, cool. That they
like the bee lady had a name and like
exactly. So I was like, oh, that was somewhere. Yeah, so I looked it up and I was like, and then like something else they said implied as much that she shows up, and I was like, oh, whatever. And so when I realized I was about to trip over myself, and I was like, I'll just pretend that I think that she won't come back.
Oh my God.
We need to highlight that because I don't think it's too long for a clip, but just the highlight of Levi saying she's not coming back, and they're like, I don't know, and then she immediately goes back.
But what I didn't know is that she is immediately showing.
That was good though.
Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, oh please, you have to read the fanfiction I read about you. Please. Find my husband! He's run away!
I am so desperately curious what the fuck her hair must look like from the side.
Oh, man.
A lot.
We might get to see
run
it.
away!
No.
It's a missing persons case, Sholmes.
Bitch.
To upset me.
What?
Beg your pardon?
Never mind. Personal matter. My apologies. What exactly are you trying to say, Mr. Naruhodo?
Anyway.
I didn't say a word.
Oh my God, Tony! I fucking hope not!
Come, my dear madam.
Oh my God.
Iris, some tea, if you please.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
That would be the funniest fucking outcome. This sweet fucking lady is the abusive wife.
Oh my god.
She's trying to kill her husband. Of course.
Keeps dumping
She's too rich.
salt in his tea.
Yeah, that's what
Oh yeah, she's
That's
too
true.
rich.
He's a construction worker.
Maybe that's why they don't have any money.
Cause she's spending every dime.
What's the matter, Miss Susato?
Oh, it's just that gentlewoman.
Yes, we've seen her before.
I'm sure I've seen her somewhere before. Very recently.
Oh yeah, she's wearing the same clothes. Yes, now you come to mention it.
Sholmes, Ryunosuke,
Evie.
and Susato are the
Evie
only three people
Vigil.
in all of London who wear different clothes.
As I explained earlier, my name is Evie Vigil. I implore you to take the case, sir. Money is no object. Simply name your figure.
All of
It's
it.
hourglass.
Money and wealth are of little consequence to me, madam.
You're such
Oh my God.
you're so full of shit.
Being offered a case to solve is reward enough.
No, it's not. You
Sholmes,
need
tell
rent.
him it's for free.
You
He's
need rent.
mega desperate. Like, she's gonna pay him, he knows that.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes, well,
This may be the one big brain strat he's done.
you offer a picture of benevolence.
I will of course make a mental note of your offer, however, for contingent reasons.
Ah. A little less cool.
I trust you will remember your words also.
If I might inquire, sir,
What the fuck's going on in here?
this gentleman and lady would be.
Ma'am, you've fucking seen us before. Oh,
Like 3 days ago.
me.
I actually think it was like
8.
2 weeks
It
ago.
was 8
3
days
weeks
ago. It was 8
Oh.
days ago, because that was the last time we saw Kazuma.
Perfectly in between what me and my house.
Yep.
What I am about to tell you, I should like to communicate it in the strictest confidence, you understand?
Ah, these are my friends. I assure you, you may say this before this pair anything which you may say to me.
Ah, I see.
I could vouch for the gentleman personally, after all. He's hard of hearing.
What? Sorry.
Why did I ever get my hopes up? Oh, I'm gonna ask the questions though?
I'm imagining her like doing the like big floof sit onto the couch.
Oh, yes.
Very
Absolutely.
dramatic. Takes up the whole fucking couch.
Forgive me for asking, Mrs. Vigil, but have we met somewhere before? Quite recently, perhaps?
Oh my.
Pshaw, my dear fellow, what is your intention?
I...
Clearly, you have no ability to differentiate between the facial features of the...
I mean, that's.
No,
If you wish to invite the lady to tea, you must do so in a more gentlemanly
Oh my
fashion.
god.
No! What?
Is it possible that you're the nice young lawyer from the trial I attended last week?
Ah! I knew I'd recognized her. There she is. I couldn't recognize her because I could see her full body.
To have a man's fate in the palm of one's hand. Oh gosh, oh golly, it sends shivers down my spine.
That's why your husband ran away.
Oh boy.
I didn't quite recognize her because she's acting so differently now.
It must be very difficult for you as a lawyer, being hard of hearing, I mean.
Thanks, Sholmes. Pardon?
Oh dear!
Oh god.
I'm so sorry, don't worry if you can't hear. It was free, really, nothing more.
Now look what you've started, Mr. Sholmes. Thank you very much.
I believe it would be prudent for you to sit quietly in the corner.
Yes.
He
Continues
just,
to ask
Blair Witch
questions.
style goes turns into stares in the corner and just asks the questions while facing away from everyone.
Crazy.
Tell us about your husband, madam.
What's his name?
Mr. Vigil.
Daily Vigil!
He is 20 years of age.
Evening and daily.
There's the joke.
This is just like Pat and Rolly beat.
They didn't even try.
The photograph here.
Oh!
He looks like a little twink. Little twinkie boy.
Looks like a fucking dork.
Look at this nerd.
Dorky tail.
This man got a bowl cut, and then did like the thing
Got a
like,
perm.
like
And
got a perm, but only on the ends.
This
that's also,
man
like,
uses
it's
rollers.
It's not exactly too
Yeah,
far off
rollers,
from what
yeah.
her hair is. Her hair is also fucking wild.
Yeah,
we
but it's
ignore it
hot on
because
her.
tits are ridiculous. Oh.
That's correct.
He
Tony.
doesn't have the tits to distract from the hair.
I think it's also, it's just like, he also doesn't have a hat. She's got a hat, and that like helps kind of like puts her
A hat
silhouette
that
into
looks
like
sushi.
it makes her silhouette look nicer, and he's just got like his hair just like he's got so much volume.
It might also
She
be the
did
fact
that.
that his eyebrows look curled.
He just looks so desperately sad.
Yep.
He would be listen, okay, so everybody take your hands, cover up his hair. And he looks handsome now.
Right hand.
Yeah.
I kind of moved it down to the eyebrows. Now he's okay.
Like,
Here,
doesn't
hold on.
matter, it doesn't fit his
Hold
head.
on, hold on.
Early
Let me
2000s
do it
band
for
member.
let me do it for chat real quick. I'm gonna take my camera.
You're gonna just be on his. Just gonna hang out on his head.
Without the hair,
Handsome.
he looks like a young Ryan Gosling.
Now he's handsome.
I would say
Hair's
my brain says Ryan Reynolds more than Ryan Gosling.
Okay, yeah.
Let me
Those
cover.
are
Ryan Reynolds is not that scrawny anymore, and hasn't.
He
been
looks
for a
like he
while,
should
but
be.
yeah.
He looks like he should be just called. This man should be named Ryan.
Yeah.
His name is Ryan. She treats him.
Cousin Ryan, actually.
She
Like,
treats.
that's not a joke.
Oh God. She treats him like a designer dog. She like does his hair and like dresses him up and calls him Bailey, and his name is Ryan.
I did think you mean put him in a purse and carry him around.
Oh,
There.
sure.
Also does that.
There. Covered up his eyebrows.
She actually lost him. She lost him in the
She put the purse down somewhere and now can't find him.
yeah.
See, but now he's a handsome man. If you take away the hair and the eyebrows, that's a handsome man face.
Yeah. He's definitely got the cheekbones for it. He could be handsome. We could.
Yeah, you add the eyebrows, he becomes boy band sad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Raised all the way up and he becomes a show poodle.
But according to Sholmes, an entirely unremarkable gentleman, by appearance at least.
Okay, I put my webcam.
We were marked on this guy for quite a while.
Oh man, he was very markable. Jesus
Actually,
Christ,
his name is
Em.
Mark.
I did think that when you said that I wanted to mark him, I wanted to draw a mustache on this picture.
Mark Ryan Daily Vigil.
How long have you been married?
2 days. It'll be 15 years this year.
Damn.
That's too long. You should stop.
Christ!
Just stop!
Oh my god!
It made him even sadder.
He's
Why is he
so
so sad? Because he's not looking at the camera now. He just also looks dejected.
How old is she?
He's pleading like a dog, like begging for
36.
food. Now he just looks like just
36.
deeply sad.
She was 21, he was 25. I think, like, today's standards, that's a pretty normal time to get married. I feel like he may be married a little bit late.
I don't think it was actually as different as you may have thought it was, especially for men.
That's fair.
Yeah. No,
Unless you're, like,
especially
rich.
for men, like, it didn't matter when they got married. But this is also, like,
That's
not
fair.
that long ago. Like, the disparity in ages didn't, I don't think was quite as pronounced.
No, yeah, that's definitely not what I was. Yeah. I would not date a 21-year-old right now.
I wouldn't date anyone.
That's fair.
Date someone in this economy?
That's true.
In this economy?
Date him? Yeah.
Okay, so 40, they're both 40. We need that. She's 18 now. He's 53. 36.
Was Gina 17 in the last game? So she's had her
She
birthday?
was... Yeah? Yes.
She was 17 in the last
Yeah,
game.
she was
Yeah.
17.
You know Iris threw a fucking party for her.
Oh, yeah.
She retrofitted one of the smoke guns into like a confetti cannon.
Oh my god.
We have a cordial relationship, and my husband's income is more than adequate, so we live quite comfortably. Cordial is a way to
That's a way to describe
your marriage.
your marriage.
Real good.
Cordial.
Okay.
Cordial means warm and friendly.
Alright.
That can either mean we don't fuck, or things are cool between us and we get along very well.
Mhm.
And I can't tell which one she's getting at.
I feel it's hard to say with that man.
That's what I'm saying.
specifically. Could be either.
As it would appear. I need only look at you to know these things.
Oh, God.
Your dress is the latest style, your hat clearly regularly groomed, and your eyes are animated. In short, you have no inkling as to why your husband might have disappeared, correct?
That's right. He's a kind of man with a strong sense of loyalty.
He's a kind
He's
man.
a kind
He's a kind-
man.
He's a kind man. He's kind of a man. And he rather dotes on me.
So
Kind of
he's a
man,
puppy.
kind of a puppy.
So he's a dog. You do carry him around in your purse.
Which would point to the possibility that he has become embroiled in some incident or other.
Somebody stuck him in an oven?
Oh! That is exactly what I fear must have happened, Mr. Shones. I am quite beside myself. I swallowed that name.
Nobody liked
Shones.
my joke.
Shones. What'd you say?
Sean said he
I
was
don't think I heard
embroiled.
it.
And I said, you shoved him in an oven?
Oh, yeah, okay,
Oh,
no, I
Sorry,
did.
I thought
hear
I
that.
thought it was fine.
Eva was not impressed.
I didn't want to keep stopping the momentum. Like in my
Just
defense.
to goof on, just to keep with the goofs.
Listen, I want people to laugh at my jokes.
It made me smile with my mic off anyway. You know?
It was a quiet smile.
Yeah.
need to be validated publicly.
I did kick Levi out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
The fact that you just said nothing about it when you came back and just continued.
I've become conditioned to expect it.
Oh.
Shit. Okay. My husband's employment is somewhat unusual, you see.
Oh, thank you, Tony, and
Oh,
I
no.
appreciate you both.
How's this unusual, ma'am?
He would be the type to walk into an oven Hansel and Gretel style.
Not unknowingly. He's just, you told him to. Okay.
He's just...
It's the epitome of it's time for your 4 p.m. dick crushing. Yeah.
Yes, honey. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why anybody would be reacting like that when she's the one saying that, but okay.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
He's incurred some miscreants ill will.
I would say if he was a redhead, like he was chosen for the league, but his hair is purple.
That's kind of red.
No.
No!
No.
What exactly is your husband's line of work?
He's a warder at the prison.
Oh.
What?
I'm sure a lot of people like him then.
My god. That is somewhat unusual.
He's a fucking pig.
The line of work that makes a lot of friends. So, your husband is a prison warder.
I don't think he's cute anymore. That's right. Yes. Well, actually, in fact, he's the chief warder. That guy's in
This
charge of
man?
anything.
That man?
Are we talking about the same man here? Did you give us the correct picture? Indeed. I see.
I believe your husband's been disappeared.
Well, chief prison warder certainly qualifies as something of a specialist occupation.
Yes, it does indeed. My poor husband must prepare those dreadful punishments and see that they're carried out. Uh-oh.
Dreadful.
Is he an executioner?
Was
punishment.
he in that position 10 years ago?
Does she
Oh my
mean
fucking
God.
capital punishments?
Is someone disappearing? Anyone who knows anything about what happened to the professor?
That's very possible.
And at such times, he must occasionally spend a night or two in the prison dormitory. But for that extra responsibility, he is remunerated more handsomely than the other one. Of course, we make no mention of my husband's work to the neighbors. Neighbors. She's southern now.
Yes, I believe your prudence is justified. Tell me, at what prison is your husband engaged?
Barclay Prison, Mr. Sholmes.
Really, Barclay? Oh, what a fine establishment.
The only prison that exists in
Thinking
this
there's a
town.
large cemetery just behind it.
Fuck.
Wild.
Listen, London has one of everything.
Yes, that's
Only
correct.
one.
Lowgate Cemetery.
No!
Yeah, Irina was immediately on it.
Lowgate Cemetery. The very place we were discussing in court? That's unbelievable!
Makoto,
Hey,
what did you
Makoto.
get here? What are you doing?
We're not playing Danganronpa yet.
Listen, it was so anime.
Unbelievable, my dear fellow, and yet undeniable.
It was so anime, I had to.
I understand. You were correct.
Sorry, Mr. Sholmes. I'm afraid you've lost me.
Ah, pay no heed, madam. Pay no heed. A private matter.
This can't really be a coincidence, can it?
So, to the matter of your husband's disappearance. When did you realize he was missing?
Please try not to laugh.
Oh God!
That's a great sign!
He wouldn't. He didn't show up to his 4 p.m. dick smashing.
I'm sorry. Yesterday.
That really is recent. Laughably so.
The truth is, my husband does at times have occasion to spend the night away from his work. It's not at all out of the ordinary for him to not return home at night, but this is different. For him not to make any contact for a whole day, that has certainly never happened before.
Oh dear.
Oh, my dear Daly! Whatever can have happened?
My dear Miss Vigil, please calm yourself. Now then, have you contacted the police?
Well, naturally, but sadly,
It's too soon.
they refuse to listen to my pleas as my husband has only been missing for 1 day. I was asked to wait patiently at home.
In truth, Miss Vigil, I concur with the police. However, let us not be hasty. I see no reason why we should not engage my detective powers to track your husband down anyway.
Because you're paying me money. Any amount of money that I want.
Let's get that dumbassery on the road.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes.
I need rent.
And furthermore, let me assure you, a chance to solve the greatest problem known to man for another month has no bearing on my decision.
Of course not.
I seek only to put a sweet smile on another Londoner's face. That's really all there is to it.
You have my eternal gratitude. I shall pay any sum you care to mention.
2 million. You seek only to put this suite's rent in your landlady's purse. That's all there is to it.
Thank you for everything you have shared with us, Miss Vigil. I believe I have all the information I need to begin my investigation.
Oh, please report to me soon with good news, sir.
Fear not, madam. In a day or two, I shall be contacting you with a heartening report, I'm quite sure.
So soon? Oh, how splendid, Mr. Sholmes.
Good news should be delivered early, I always say. If you would be so kind as to leave the photograph of your husband in my possession.
The photograph of Mr. Vigil has been entered into the court record. He appears to have no particularly distinctive facial features. I think his eyebrows are
He does
distinctive. But
Someone fucked his face up.
Thank you. Now allow me to show you to the door.
I can't thank you enough, Mr. Sholmes. You've been simply marvelous.
bye.
Bye.
You know, I think it every time, Hurley. But how did you come out with such nonsense? Good news in a day or two. Are you sure?
I can't be sure, of course, but then I didn't swear on it. I merely gave the good woman some hope. I hope to be able to give her good news, one might say. After all, the rent must be paid by the end of the day tomorrow.
Sholmes.
If by that time I've successfully located Mr. Vigil, we shall be mutually relieved. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruto?
Don't look at me with those pleading eyes.
Well, my dear fellow, did you hear the details of the case?
Yes, my hearing is surprisingly good, actually.
Excellent! And what did you make of it?
Well, I was surprised to learn where her husband worked. At Barclay Prison, I mean.
Ah, so you noted that.
Of course, especially with the mention of Lowgate Cemetery. Lowgate Cemetery is at the rear of Barclay Prison. So it was renowned among us students at the university for being haunted by the ghosts of condemned convicts.
Cool.
Barclay Prison is where that notorious man was incarcerated.
Professor.
And now a warder from the prison mysteriously disappeared, it would seem.
It's all very peculiar.
Indeed. But nothing you can't handle, I'm quite certain, Mr. Naruto.
This is your case. Sorry?
Run along to the prison and see what you can glean, would you? It's the prison governor you want. No doubt the man is equally worried.
But aren't you going to go yourself?
Surely you needn't ask. I can't possibly see seen out with this hair.
Ah!
Can you put a hat on?
But didn't you go to Lime Street with that hair?
That was quite a different matter. So I'll leave it in your capable hands. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm rather busy.
What? 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 Of course you are. Okay, bye.
Who's the governor gonna be?
Levi.
Chris Christie.
Fair play?
Oh.
Barclay
Oh.
Fairplay
Prison.
worked at a bank.
That's true, he was a financer.
Barclay Prison is
I'm
on
just
the
guessing.
outskirts of London, backing onto a lonely burial ground. Its four high outer walls loomed quietly before us in the fog. Having requested a meeting, we were shown to the governor's office in the watchtower.
I think we're gonna get somewhere
The
new.
fucking clock is a guillotine!
Fuck yeah!
I love that.
That
Look at how
bird!
small the cage is for that bird.
Look at how
Oh my God.
fat that bird is!
I think almost everything here is a torture or execution method. Like, that's a
Big
given.
bird.
People used to be killed with, like, hoofed animals, like either drawing them or, like, goring them. We've got the guillotine, we've got firing range, we've got an executioner's axe.
Crazy, I love it. I love the vibes here. They're awful. Hello?
So, Levi, you haven't spoken.
Okay. This place is full of hardened criminals. Oh no, I can't. Oh god, no!
Come on, Batman.
I can't remember the last time a civilian was doing here. I can't do Scottish. And you didn't want to talk to an inmate, but to me.
Oh my god!
Holy
Okay.
Oh, hi.
Hayden!
Do you ken what I am? I'm the governor, Barry Caden.
barricade.
Oh, fuck, that's
Barricaded!
good.
God, that's great.
Barricade in. That's actually really good.
That's really good.
This is a good one. This one's good. This one's good. Also, I like this man. I
Fucking Armstrong looking ass.
God, he's so built.
Full Metal Alchemist Armstrong, not Ace Attorney Armstrong.
Yeah.
He's so built. Oh, yes, it's a pleasure. I'm Rinosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer.
And an Easterner, I see. Does that mean...
Yes, I'm a visiting student of law from the Empire of Japan.
Japan? Did you say Japan?
Yes?
There's no any of your kind in here, laddie. Maybe you should try the prison next door, eh?
What?
If you want someone to do a Scottish accent, I think I could do it better than you, but we can also keep
please.
with this.
Please do it. Please. I need to go research and practice if I'm gonna do this properly.
Okay.
I can take it for at least for now.
Yeah, please. I mean, I feel like you could do great.
I didn't notice another person next door, sir.
Prison.
Another prison next door, sir.
Anyway, we came to ask you some questions.
I didn't like to be so direct, but I've no intention of speaking with the likes of you suspicious-looking Easterners. Now get out of my head.
No, talk me, Angie.
So as soon as he
No
finds
talk
out,
me, Angie. Get the fuck out of my office.
So as soon as he finds out we're from Japan, he reacts like this. That surely means...
I think it's because of the professor case.
You think so too? 10 years ago, Genshin Asogi, also known as the Professor, was incarcerated at this prison. And then, after his execution, he apparently re-emerged from his grave in the cemetery behind the prison.
I might have known. You're sniffing around about that case, aren't you? Your agent, eh? Parts of the Professor's great web, no doubt.
No, not at all. We're just...
Get gone with ya, before I punch your lights out.
We're going. We're going. Mainly the ghost of that killer
Gotta
still
figure out how to
haunts
get
this
this
place.
voice lower.
Yeah, you haven't done Scottish at that.
How to punch your lights out. I've only ever done the voice higher for this.
you gotta channel, it just, oh.
Shrek.
Your lights out.
I feel like you gotta go, rather than thinking about going lower, you gotta go more aggressive.
Barry Caden sort of gets a little bit gruffer with it.
Mm-hmm.
Aggressive.
We're not
There was a
going-
while where every accent tried to do turn Scottish, so let's see if I can sort of sustain it for an actual voice.
We're not going to get anywhere here. Unless we can somehow prove to this man that there's nothing suspicious about us.
Governor Caden,
What are you thinking, Mrs. Otter?
I'm sure that name came up in conversation recently somewhere. I was wondering if whoever mentioned him might have some ideas to help us.
Come to think of it, I have the same feeling.
I straight up cannot remember who said it.
Me too.
I said, get out. I said, get out.
Okay, bye.
Get.
I think it was
Was it
Mikotoba.
was it? Yeah, I think it was.
That's
could
Professor
have been.
Mikotoba over there.
Mikotoba.
Shasta?
Shasta.
It sure is.
I pressed mute instead of unmute. I'm a fool. Ah, hello, you two. I was just taking a moment to catch up on the world now that I'm unpacked.
But where's Judge Jigoku?
Yes, he's not the relaxing sort. He's taken himself off to pay respects to the legal bigwigs.
Having only just arrived in the country today? Goodness, he is full of energy.
Smirk emoji.
Professor, you mentioned something before about how you'd known the prison governor at Barclay Prison.
Oh, Governor Caden, you mean?
So it is the same man.
Father, we must speak with the governor.
You're coming with us?
But he refused to talk to us. He said we were suspicious Easterners.
Well, I'm sure if I accompanied you, it would be a very different story.
Oh, would you? That would be wonderful. If you have time now.
Sadly, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment.
You were reading the paper. Busy drinking coffee on a comfortable set?
Now, I have a rather lot to prepare for tomorrow, you know.
Oh, sorry. I didn't say that out loud, did I? You Mikotobas are alarmingly good at reading people's thoughts. They fucking bring it up.
Could it be that you Naruhodos are alarmingly bad at hiding your thoughts?
Oh my god, it's genetic! It keeps happening!
Let's not fall out now. I have an idea.
He's just gonna write us a note. What's he writing on that piece of paper?
Here's a letter of introduction for you. Hopefully when he sees my name, he'll change his tune.
Ah, thank you. The letter of introduction has been entered into the court record.
Good luck, then.
What did you write it on? I'm immediately going to look at it because what the fuck did you write it on? Oh, he wrote it on his ferry ticket.
That'll be relevant.
He's
I'm
gonna
sure.
get murdered.
Oh, it looks like this is some sort of steamship ticket. The SS Grouse, first class cabin 001. Yokohama departure 11th September, London arrival 1st November.
Oh, that's the boat that Professor Mikotoba and Judge Jigoku came on from Japan, isn't it?
Yes, I think it called at Dunkirk on the north coast of France before finally arriving in Dover.
I think it's been almost a year since we arrived in Dover in the SS Buria. Seems a shame not to keep your ticket as a memento of your trip, don't you think?
Yes, I agree. I have mine safely in my diary.
So this is post 9/11? Oh, bringing back the bits. And I keep mine in my wallet, so I have it with me at all times. Oh, well, how strange. How could it have gone?
Are you like this on purpose, Mr. Naruhodo?
Did I imagine it, or was that comment accompanied by a little sigh? The details of the letter of introduction have been updated in the court record. Alright, now we can... What did you write? Professor Mikoto has wonderful handwriting, doesn't he?
Beautiful.
This dark-suited young man is not in the least bit untrustworthy.
Aww.
Is it just me, or does that make me sound extremely untrustworthy?
I do wish he at least called you a nice young man.
I'm really not sure that would help. Oh, look at this. Oh, goodness. Oh my god, okay. Thanks, Mikotopa. Hi, we're back.
That was quick.
Please look at this.
That was quick.
If you just cast your eyes over this, Governor Caden.
What's this then? You cannot pull the wool over my eyes, you good-for-nothing Japanese student. You're studying Japanese, obviously. Mikotoba? That young jock from the forensic laboratory. That Mikotoba?
Young jock! Yes, exactly, him.
Oh dear, perhaps I should have said something sooner. I'm Yujin Mikotoba's daughter, Susato. I think for Jinx, I guess? Jinx, you're the young man's daughter. And you didn't think to mention that afore. I do apologize. Aye, well, you'd best take your seat then. Can I offer you a cup of tea, perhaps?
Oh!
And don't forget to try one of these wee handcuff biscuits.
It's so tiny in his hand.
It's so sweet.
Oh.
Those are thumb cuffs.
Oh my god. Your father's influence is nothing short of amazing.
I'm bitterly regretting not announcing who I was from the outset now.
Oh my goodness.
So then, what can I do for you then? Well, we're currently investigating a case.
It's one of your warders, you see. He's gone missing?
Missing? That's right. That's right. It's surely been reported to you as well, being the prison governor. I've heard nothing of the sort. There's no missing persons in my prison. Oh!
But how can that be?
It's Mr. Daily Vigil, your chief warder. Eh? Vigil?
That's right. His wife came to us and asked us to investigate his disappearance. Let's skip the part about him only going missing yesterday for now. Clearly that means something to him.
Would you be so kind as to tell us what you know, sir? Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep the accent straight as best I can. Aye, of course.
Look at this photograph. Governor Caden, would you have a look at this?
Ah, would you rather have a wee handcuff biscuit?
Oh, no, thanks. I'd rather you just cast your eyes over this.
Or maybe you'd prefer real handcuffs, eh?
No, neither for me, please. Lovely offers, though. Alright, it's fine. You don't need to look. You know what it looks like.
Can we look around now? Or no, I guess not.
Oh, we could have, probably. We'll do it before we get into the second dialogue option. We understand that Mr. Vigil is the chief warder here at the prison.
Aye, that he was. Strong sense of responsibility and dedicated to the job, no doubt about it. He was a fine warder.
Was. He been fired for a while here now?
Yeah, that's my guess.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
Did you say was?
Aye. He doesn't work here no more. He left the job.
Oh.
Oh my!
When was this exactly?
There is a question. When was it about? Can I have been less than 10 years ago now?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh.
10 years ago?
10 years, you say?
10 years ago.
you say.
Specifically 10 years ago?
Mhm.
Fucking, I don't even know what this means, but it's something. Christ.
Well, it's
He
one of
left-
the. It's
he
the
left
professor.
it-
I know, that's what I mean! I know, I get that part. My brain went, what the fuck does that mean?
It means
Right,
this guy
why
was the
didn't
one
he
who
tell his
didn't
wife?
actually execute him.
Oh my god.
Why hasn't he
Ugh.
told his wife in a decade he doesn't work as a prison warder anymore?
And where is he getting his money from? We know they still have a good income.
Right.
Unless he's being paid,
maybe
unless
he's-
he was being paid off by that other guy, by Asmin.
And now that Asmin's dead, his cash cow's gone, and he's stressed.
And he's skipping town or something.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know why Asmin would bankroll him if it was like
Yeah, 'cause
if he saw
Asmin was-
if he saw Courtney go to jail,
Asmin was.
he's probably thinking of fuck, I'm next.
Asmin was what was he doing?
He was
He was blackmailing
blackmailing
someone
Scythe.
else. Yeah.
He was blackmailing Scythe
Right, that's
specifically. So I don't like.
Right.
I'm just throwing shit at the wall. Let's see what's
Yeah, I
making
mean,
these sticks.
he might just be like skipping town because Courtney got arrested.
10 years
Mhm.
He
ago.
thinks he's next.
He stopped working here 10 years ago.
I guess I mind it. Do you ken? Haven't I heard the fella's name in all that time? That's a worry if he's gone missing, though.
But Mrs. Vigil make no mention of it.
I think perhaps, Mr. Naruhodo, that his wife simply doesn't know. I think she's unaware that he no longer works here.
Governor Caden, can you tell us what happened? Why did Mr. Vigil give up his job here?
That's important, is it?
Yes, I believe it may be.
Yeah, Ken is no. What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo?
Can't help but wondering, given that it was 10 years ago.
Ah! For once you made the connection before I did.
Which was exactly when the professor was being held at this prison.
You wanna look around? Yeah.
This grandfather clock is...
It's fitted with a terrifying blade that keeps dropping down. It's modelled on the guillotine, a French execution device. You might have heard of it. And yes, before you ask, it can chop.
Heads off, you mean?
Heifers, no. Carrots and parsnips and so forth.
Oh my god.
Oh,
He used it to cut his vegetables?
if you place a large carrot in the bottom there in the morn, by evening it'll be cut clean in two.
So it's blunt.
Well, the blade must have an almost indescribable edge on it then.
Indescribable.
That's fucking really funny.
An axe, a hunting rifle, and 4 pairs of handcuffs. That's a daunting collection.
Ah, there is a story behind every one of those.
You mean the rifle was a famous killer's murder weapon? The axe was wielded by an infamous executioner? And the handcuffs were once used to immobilize a fierce four-legged beast when it was arrested?
I think you're just in the realms of fantasy now, Mr. Naruhodo. Not those kind of stories, Jimmy. That axe was the one I used to chop down the cherry tree at my house. Mrs. Caden was now best pleased.
Ah.
And the cups on the left are the ones I caught the first burglar with back when I was a bubby. The stories were a little different to those you imagined, I think. Weren't they?
Yes, to my relief, and in some small way, my disappointment. Slightly disappointed.
I suppose these are all former governors of Berkeley Prison, are they?
Either that, or former inmates who the governor has sent to the gallows.
Oh dear. They all have such severe expressions. I really couldn't deny either possibility.
Especially the one on the extreme right. His expression goes beyond severe to a whole new territory.
That one's me. Ah! I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Is it a prerequisite of the job, perhaps? Having a severe expression, I mean.
Of course it's not. Although, it is taken into consideration.
A lot. I'd never have expected to find a parrot in a prison. Must be the governor's pet.
Given where we are, it's hard not to see the poor creature as a prisoner. As a prisoner?
Let me out! Didn't it kill me?
Ah!
Has the bird learnt to mimic the plaintive cries of the inmates in the cells?
Ah, no. He was one of 3 siblings, you see. And he still calls out the names of his 2 brothers like that all the time.
Wow.
Right.
Wait, his brothers were kill me and
Let me out.
let me out?
Let me out. Didn't kill me.
Aye. I hear you, laddie. You want your dinner, eh? Didn't it do it?
His name is.
Oh, he did not do it.
Did he do it? This accent's getting away from me.
You're doing great, man.
Didn't do it.
I'm trying.
It's a very large cabinet full of papers, isn't it? It's labeled inmate register. Look. And all the files are in alphabetical order.
That's 50 years worth of records of Barclay's inmates. Whether or no they left alive after serving their term. All the details about the crimes they committed are recorded in there. Like an epitaph, you might say. A record of crimes and punishments. How dispiriting.
And yet, this man seems to be enjoying tea and biscuits as he talks about it.
How old is this guy, by the way?
So old. 51.
Okay.
That deer has been staring at me for a while now.
It has?
The poor thing can't fit through the small hole in the wall, but it can't get its head back out again now either. It's giving me a woefully imploring look. Oh, stream can't even see the deer head.
Oh, because you're in the way!
There's a mounted deer behind my camera. It's like right here.
It's not real, Mr. Naruhodo. It's stuffed.
What? I mean, yes, of course it is. For a moment, I thought it was another assassin sneaking in via the ventilator.
I don't like to say, but I think perhaps you need to reread The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Implying he's read them.
Right, he's read any of them at all.
So Mr. Vigil actually resigned from the position of Chief Warder 10 years ago, you're telling us? What happened to make him leave the job? In actual fact, he didn't leave the job willingly. He had no choice in the matter.
You mean he was dismissed?
It was after a particular walk.
Sorry? A walk?
That's our word for it in here. A walk to the gallows.
Good night,
Nighty night.
an execution.
It's the job of the Chief Warder to prepare the gallows to you and oversee any executions, you see. Only, Vigil did something unspeakable on that last walk he was manning. What did he do? I'm sorry, but I cannot reveal that information. But I can tell you that it's very rare for a Chief Warder to be relieved of his post.
But why wouldn't Mrs. Vigil know about it? She appears to be under the impression that her husband still works here.
What's the worst thing a chief warrior can do? Kill someone?
Not kill someone, I guess.
Right, yeah.
Mm.
It's like, they don't get fired much because the worst outcome is still what they wanted.
It's the goal. I wouldn't care anything about that, I'm afraid. Can you perhaps answer one more question about the circumstances of his dismissal? And what would that be, Hen? That last execution that Mr. Vigil was responsible for overseeing. Was it by any chance the Professor's?
My thoughts exactly.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I'm not at liberty to answer that. I see.
So, yes.
So that's a yes then.
That's a yes.
So that's a yes then. We can sort of assume it's a yes by your inability to say so. My father came to Britain all those years ago in order to study forensic medicine. But you seem to have been well acquainted. The dead room, the prison, and the cemetery have a lot to do with one another. After all, they need fresh corpses for forensic research. Do you ken?
Yes, I can imagine.
The advancement of medical science isn't always particularly palatable. Your father worked in a laboratory just on the far side of the graveyard.
Hi, Izzy. Yes, this man is
Is a unit.
an absolute unit.
Look at that cleft chin.
Mm-hmm. That strong jaw. Absolutely
In the
square.
basement of St. Sinners. It's still in use today.
It's a fucking right angle. Saint Sinners. That's come up before, I'm sure.
Is that where Sholmes was?
Yeah, that's the
Yes,
hospital.
that's right. We've been there. Mikotoba and I often used to ride in a carriage together and negotiate terms.
For more fresh
For more
material,
attitude.
I suppose.
Aye, and we used to sit there for hours and gab on about dissection and all sorts. Ugh, it takes me back. Over a pot of tea and a plate of cuff biscuits, of course. Course. Oof. How charming. Didn't think I'd be talking to myself so much tonight. Sorry, guys.
No, we don't know what's happening.
He was a good fellow, your father. Reliable. And did sit on his work. But I'm afraid I'll never understand you Japanese.
Because of Genshin Asogi, I suppose.
Well,
God, I love the fucking turnaround animation.
It's great.
I can't tell you anything else. Did he get hit in the back of the head?
Yeah, it looks like he's definitely got a scar.
Thank you so much for your time, Governor. Oh, one moment before you're away then. Away, hen.
He's got an axe
I'm
on
sure I
his
have it here
belt.
somewhere.
Sir,
Oh my god. Hell yeah.
that's so
It's a dough
dangerous.
scraper. It's a dough scraper with a handle. Ah, found it. Here. Take this as a wee souvenir of your visit to the prison. What is it?
It's a finger. Of a corpse.
That's Vigil's dismissal notice. It's 10 years old now, of course. Oh my! Are you sure? Aye. It's no trouble at all. It's not the original, mind.
Vigil's dismissal
appreciate
notice
his-
has been entered into the court record.
I appreciate his like figure being so tall that like the top of his hair clips off of the screen.
Yeah, right?
You know, like they don't usually do that, but
Notice of dismissal, 25th June. Chief Warder Daily Vigil is relieved of his post with immediate effect for having violated Clause 132 of Her Majesty's Code for Conduct of Prisons. All rights to redundancy pay and other financial benefits are fully revoked. Reason for dismissal: aiding and abetting the escape from this prison of convict, redacted, just prior to his execution. Details of this escape are still being investigated. Full cooperation with inquiries will be expected. Prison Governor Barry Caven. Additional notes: indications are that the jailbreak plot was conceived prior to the convict's incarceration. It's believed that the convict engaged in some form of negotiation with prison staff in order to secure assistance. Full disclosure of information regarding these negotiations will be demanded. So he's not?
Is Genshin alive?
No. The
No,
professor
because-
is alive. Genshin
Yeah.
is dead.
Genshin is not the professor.
Genshin is not the professor.
Absolutely saw Genshin's body.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
She's our proof that Genshin Asogi is dead.
Because she couldn't have made... It does make it very weird, though, because Zeke's knows that it was... Genshin would have been the one on trial?
I don't know. Very weird.
Do we know if Zeke's was in the closed trial?
I don't know how else he would know his face.
That's a good point.
right.
Unless he found out later because it had to do with his brother, and so they, like,
They wouldn't have told
You might
him.
not know his face. You might just know the name, and he saw that, and he's like, "Ah, yes, this man I've heard about."
But we know that it is Genshin Asogi because Kazuma knows that was his father.
Mm-hmm.
well, maybe after they decided they were gonna like put the frame on Genshin Asogi, that's when they like brought in Van Zeek. So that's why they told Van Zeek's fully convinced that it was Genshin Asogi, but it wasn't. They used his grief to fuel this frame job.
Thank you very much, Governor Caden.
Well, in return... do me a favor and never come back here. That case is closed.
Ah, but it isn't. I can't make that. No promises.
Well, I think we ought to return to Baker Street for the time being.
Yes, I agree. We need to report back to Mr. Sholmes with what we found out about Mr. Vigil. Yeah, Barack prosecuted the professor case. That's what I thought.
Okay, cool, I forgot.
Well, what will he tell Mrs. Vigil, I wonder?
And we still haven't told Iris her fucking dad's dead.
Listen, Rinosuke don't know for sure. We don't know what her dad looks like. We don't know. You can't just tell.
What do you mean we?
We don't know what her dad looks like. We don't know that the John Wilson that we knew in Japan is her John Wilson father.
I mean, okay, but we know, right? Like he.
We know.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely
We
is.
know, but Rinosuke's like...
But Rinosuke and Susato have plausible deniability that...
Have they said that?
They've actually never said it directly to anybody.
I feel like
haven't even talked about
they're
it.
like they're like
said-
us. They
said
know.
no, it really couldn't be. It couldn't be because the excuse they keep giving is that there could be a lot of John H. Wilsons.
Right, John Wilson...
Like John itself is a very common name.
It's just it could be anybody. Like, there is enough deniability that we cannot tell this 10-year-old child we think her father is dead because we don't know what her, Iris Wilson's father looks like. We know what John H. Wilson looked like, who is the professor in Japan, but we don't know what Iris Wilson, John Wilson, Iris Wilson's father looks like. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, I was saying more that like that is this sort of in the vein of Sholmes' general or the sort of general philosophy on disclosure of information is more what I was getting at in terms of whether or not we're going to tell those women that her husband got fired.
Ah. That it could be anything. Who knows? 1st November, Sholmes' suite. We're back.
Probably Iris.
Oh, you
Hello,
can.
you two.
That was Jenny.
I thought you'd be back before long, so I baked some scones for Sol.
Oh, so that's what the Oh my good God!
Good idea, fellas.
Right now he has blue hair.
Use blue hair pronouns.
Finally.
Wow. Wow.
He looks more and more like a lesbian every day.
Wow. Wow.
You returned a good deal sooner than I was anticipating.
Wow. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Wow.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Say nothing. Your thoughts are written all over your faces in any case.
Woo.
It turns out that it may have been advisable to test my hair color restoration tonic before application.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh my.
How did you go from bright red to light blue?
Pray tell me, what of our water friend? Have you garnered some new information?
What witchcraft have you concocted? Oh! Yes. Something very surprising, in fact, though it's not a patch on your hair, to be honest. I'm very distracted.
It most certainly isn't. But we still
Sholmes! Ah, hi, Gina.
Drop! everything, Sholmes. This is more important.
Oh God, is Gregson missing?
Oh, everyone involved with the Reaper case.
Gina?
Not the Reaper case. The fucking.
Oh.
I Adam and Eve it.
Gina.
Talking around me saying for believe.
Yep.
What's happened?
Clearly a very grave matter indeed.
This bitch is taking me to Paris. I wanna go.
For Miss Lestrade made no mention of my hair whatsoever.
I'll make fun of you later.
She would have mocked me relentlessly.
It's the boss.
Oh God.
What do you mean? Inspector Gregson?
The boss is. He's.
No!
What?
No!
Holy
What?
fuck.
Holy shit!
Levi's lost a character!
And they just found his body shot with a pistol.
What?
Oh, sad Gina animations are not good.
Oh fuck.
Inspector Gregson?
Well,
was-
now we have a reason for Hosonaga to be around.
Murdered?
No, Gina's the new detective. It's
yeah,
Gina.
Gina's-
That's true.
Gina.
That's true. Yeah.
No, not Pegsy.
What?
Come in, my dear girl, and tell us the whole story.
They fucking murked Gregson?
Off screen, no less.
They all.
I think he's the victim of this case.
Well, would they have done it on
Murder!
screen? That would
I
have
don't
been
know.
spoilers.
Would
Yeah.
have been spoilers.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh
What?
man.
Is
Wait,
our
you
missing
think
guy
this
gonna be
is
the culprit of
1-1
this
in Ace
case?
Attorney?
Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson was. He was really short.
I don't know much about what happened myself yet.
Oh my God, I hate this. No, make it stop.
Sad Gina is just,
This is the worst. This is so bad.
is still there, investigating the scene.
They fucking killed Gregson.
Where did this take place?
A little rented room in the building full of flats on Fresno Street.
Fresno?
The outskirts of town. Nowhere near his home.
We gotta go to the US.
Was perhaps investigating a case then?
The thing is, no one at the yard knows nothing but no case around there.
Gina.
Oh, how strange.
The boss was. He was so good to me. I know I ain't up to much yet, but one day I was gonna show him. I was gonna show him I'd become a proper detective.
Oh, Gina, no!
Ginny. Yeah, this is getting me.
This is so
God
bad.
damn.
So, who did
It's
this?
like a truck. Fuck.
Do you have any idea who the culprit is?
They got him already.
Yes, our boy. His daily
Fucking vigil.
daily vigil.
Already?
They've caught the shooter so soon.
A witness reported something was going on, and the boys got straight down there and took care of him.
Who? What awful person did this?
Can't believe it myself.
Wait, who? Gina?
Gina?
Ooh. That's Zeke's.
I'm here to arrest Airlock Sholmes. Who was
Yep.
the Reaper?
Yup.
Holy shit, we're defending Van Zeeks!
Yeah, I was like, are we gonna do an Edgeworth? Are we gonna?
What the fuck?
Except our Edgeworth is gonna be fucking prosecuted.
It's the reverse.
What the? Wait a minute. You don't mean they've
It's
arrested
like we're
Lord
defending a
Von
much
Seeks for
harder
it?
Von Karma. That's right. That Reaper bloke's gonna shoot the boss.
No. Lord Von
Fuck.
Seeks. What the actual fuck?
And Van Ziek's own apprentice is gonna be the person prosecuting.
So we're really doing an upside down, backwards
Dude,
reverse
it
Miles
is.
Edgeworth.
That rules, man.
I mean, I
sorry,
think that's gonna be
Gregson,
him.
holy shit.
The only other option I can think of is Strongheart, and I doubt it.
Yeah, right.
Are you quite sure, Mr. Lestrade? It's Brock Van Zieks the police have arrested.
Yeah, the prosecution's office is fucking scrambling. That's the only prosecutor they have. I saw him with my own eyes in the interview room at the Yard.
I don't believe it.
But there were witnesses. And they're all saying it was him.
So you mean there were actually multiple witnesses?
What the fuck?
They had the gunshot, apparently. And when our lot got to the scene, there was only the boss. And that Reaper bloke in the room.
Ah, fuck.
There's no way Lord Von Seeks would have taken Gregson's life. I just don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
What the fuck? No! Oh,
Stop
Gina!
Someone give her a snack
This angle sucks.
and a hug. Where's Toby?
Where's Woggy?
He's dead! He's dead, Alex!
No!
No!
Thank you, Trifles.
Thank you for informing us, Mr. Lestrade. This really is most terrible news. I'm dreadfully sorry.
God, what the fuck is happening?
What are you saying sorry for? You didn't do nothing.
Oh, Gina.
Well, anyway. I'm taking a cab over to the scene right now. Please come and all as soon as you can. You've got help. God damn. What a fucking tone
God, my
ripper.
stomach hurts. Fuck.
What the fuck?
Anyway, fucking bubblegum blue bitch. What's going on?
Meanwhile, his hair.
It's a detective's lot to appear whenever some sinister plot has unfolded. It's a wonder we all look haggard. Sometimes these scenes are almost too much for the nerves.
God, what the fuck? Mr. Sholmes.
What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming?
Oh,
How could I let this happen to Gregson? To Gregson!
Fuck!
That's my face
No,
right
no.
now, truly.
I shall leave at once to begin my investigations.
Of course, yes. We will too.
It would be helpful if you could talk to Mr. Reaper and see what you can glean. I'm sure you were intending to do so anyway.
and for
Yeah.
fucking everybody in this call to be emo.
Until later then.
I'm gonna get a fucking headache.
Ah, fuck.
Inspector Gregson dead and Lord Von Seeks arrested?
Bruno! Susie! I've called you a hansom. It's waiting outside.
Thanks, Iris. Shall we, Misty Soto?
I wanted him to be like, well, thank you, but we need a cab. I appreciate the compliment.
Oh, someone's being like fucking mad.
It's
Oh,
quiet and the
God.
light from the candle is dim, but there's little chance of sleeping.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Ah!
Oh my god, he's
Oh my god, you fuck.
legs!
He's
This gay
taking
motherfucker.
He's taking the fall for this. Strongheart put him up to it.
Yeah. There he is. Lord Von Zeke's behind bars.
Oh fuck! Did he write the opening statement for his own trial?
Oh my god.
Didn't he give back Strongheart? Like I mean, here's the thing for tomorrow.
It was the address for the symposium.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because I was like,
his opening address for the symposium.
okay. But it's true. He really was arrested.
He's sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's noticed us. Lord Von Zeeks? Hey.
Fancy meeting you here.
Yeah.
The last place on Earth I'd like to be, with the last person on Earth I'd like to see.
I couldn't very well not come. We heard what happened. That Inspector Gregson was...
Go home. This has nothing to do with you.
Thanks, Selfie. Everybody hydrate. Put those tears back in your body.
I'm eating cheese.
That's
Alex!
not... Okay.
It's fine, I took a lactase pill before I started.
Okay.
So I did eat some and then forget that I didn't take it yet, and so I did take it, and so I don't know if it works after the fact, but
You usually have to take those...
It's good.
Well, hopefully it will. Usually you have to take those a little bit
it said
before you
use it
start
with the
eating.
first. It said take it with the first bite.
Okay.
It depends on how long you've waited, because it has to be at least partially in there before the rest of it's in there.
Anyway.
But
I also had a block of sharp cheddar earlier today.
Christ alive.
Forgive me, Lord Von Zeeks, but I must disagree.
Trithus would like us to stretch. Shasta, you've left out a letter.
Down the fucking O!
Add quote.
Quote has an O in it, in case you didn't know.
No, it doesn't. I
It
took
does.
it out.
You did take it out, but it's supposed to be there. Put it back.
Well, maybe you should learn better and
Can't steal
realize
it.
that I changed the dictionary.
No. What the fuck's a dictionary?
Yeah, I did. It's my dictionary.
Gross.
Anyway,
I was
I was
stretching.
trying to say dictionary and walked into a chair in the middle of it and just said dick.
yeah.
It's like, I'm
I
gonna
really
get a
hope
dick
the rest
and
of
I
this-
walked into a chair.
I'm gonna go get a dick.
I was about to say, I really hope the rest of the sentence made that hilarious.
Oh yeah, it was like, I'm gonna go get a... And then I basically just said dick and walked into a chair. I would think I was in like the 8th grade. And I remember just like... It's one of those things you don't forget because it got a laugh.
Right.
Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We're indebted to him. At the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please.
There's really nothing I can tell you.
What were you just reading at the back of the cell there? Was it something related to the case?
The Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with the suspect. This is a letter from an old acquaintance.
Oh, who might that be?
Someone you know, as it happens. Albert Harebrain.
Of course.
Oh, it's saying that
Yes.
he's safe?
I keep forgetting they went to the same university.
And I would like to read my correspondence in peace. So let's get this over with, shall we? What is it you want to know?
Did you kill Gregson? Strange. I mean, let's face it, Lord Van Zeeks never minces his words. But they seem to have less bite than usual somehow.
There's music just like wailing.
Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zeeks? What happened?
How much do you already know?
Like nothing.
We know the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Fresno Street.
And that you were found there by police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested.
We were told there was no one else in the room, and that some witnesses heard the gunshot.
Then you're well informed.
Really, I feel like we don't know anything.
And there's really nothing I can add.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright.
Read the line. You
The
assholes.
The truth is, I don't know what happened to myself.
But the gunshot, obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you?
I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise. However, before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers.
So he doesn't actually know what happened.
On the scene pretty quick.
If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with?
I don't need to answer that.
Okay.
Oh!
After all, you're not representing me.
He is going to need a lawyer, though. And no one's gonna represent you, Zeeks. We're your only option! Who is going to be representing you in court, Lord Van Zeeks?
Anyone other than you, I should imagine.
Would I be right in assuming that you have no representation as yet?
Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know.
Which makes us the perfect defense lawyer because we don't. And also, you're my friend. We're friends, remember? You call me your friend all the time. But this is different.
In my career, of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now.
Surely not.
I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a barge pole.
Pokes my hand through the bars and touches him.
I want to touch something.
Touches the titty.
But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, did you?
It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey.
10 years. Oof.
Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things may come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that.
What does he mean by that? After the trial, Professor Harebrained was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought.
It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper.
Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, do you mean?
Yes, so it seems.
So the only 3 people that he's prosecuted that are alive right now are Gina, Soseki, and Harebrained.
Yep.
Yeah, that have been found in.
Your stooped little Nipponese friend, for example. You told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day.
Yes, that's right. He's an author now, happily working in Tokyo.
So Professor Harebrained is safely back in Germany now?
He is. Was Gregson killed in Gina's stead for some reason, maybe?
I don't know.
So,
It's weird.
Who knows?
it appears our conversation has run dry.
I feel like it has more to do. I feel like Gregson was probably involved with the Reaper the professor investigation.
Yeah, sure. I mean, could be column A and B. Dude, what was his last line?
A murdered Scotland Yard inspector. He was stern and single-minded in his approach, and a great lover of fish and chips.
It's hitting me now that he's dead, now I'm looking at his face.
Toby! God damn it. There was a 2-second silence. That's all.
Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you.
I was wondering, Lord Van Zieks, if you'd like, I'd be happy to advocate for you.
You trust me, do you?
Yes. I've heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. So I'm quite sure that you would never have taken another's life. It's just... Oh my god, the fucking eye is closed. It's just... My feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly.
It's a very gracious offer. However, I trust no one.
What?
Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you Nipponese.
What? Please.
I have no intention of engaging your services.
Well, you don't have a choice. chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems.
I'd appreciate it if you don't visit again. Then neither of us will waste any more time.
Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper and find out more about Lord Von Zieks and what happened to Inspector Gregson.
Man, what is case 5 gonna be?
Case 5 is just like the fun one.
Case 5 is the DLC case. What is case 5 gonna be right now, you guys?
Only going to be worse.
Oh my god.
Can only be worse.
There's no straight room.
Case 5 is Susato kills a man.
Finally.
Is that a picture of Evie?
Oh my god.
This is where we were staying.
It sure looks like it.
1st November, room on Fresno
God
Street.
damn it.
Is it where he was staying when he was saying he had to stay overnight at work?
Mm-hmm.
Why is there a red wig? Oh, fucking Christ, what's happening?
Jesus.
This
Did
really...
he
was
try to get
running out of money.
the red hair thing?
Yeah,
he
Running
was-
out of money, so he's trying to get into the redhead club.
Ah,
Fuck.
fuck.
this really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people find their way down this back street. So this dust-ridden, rented old room is where it happened, then. Oh.
So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life.
Yes, and the police are already hard at work investigating, it seems. I don't see Mr. Sholmes anywhere, though. Perhaps his investigations have taken him elsewhere.
Boy! What do you think you're doing there? Hey, one of them drawers has got to be taken right out so you can look underneath it all. I want the space above the ceiling checked, and don't forget to look inside the chimney stack too. Blimey, ain't you lot ever gone over an house looking for dough and the owners are out of town?
Gina's obviously got some unique investigative techniques she wants everyone to adopt.
Oh, so you turned up at last. Mind you, I ain't being alone myself. I stand outside and cry a little bit more.
Hello again, Gina.
Sherms is the only one left.
No, he's
Has only just
Only
just
just left.
Sherms only just left. You're lucky you missed that. He went prance around here, pointing stuff, looking at the design, he just scattered.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's finished investigating already.
It didn't stop me from saying nothing to no one, not even me.
Gina, would you mind if we investigated too?
Listen, Odo. You're a lawyer, right?
Yes? Why?
You don't think of trying to help a Reaper bloke, are you?
Oh! Poor Gina. She's never going to forget, is she? That trial will haunt her forever.
Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Von Zieks really is responsible for this crime, he will be duly and fairly judged in court.
Suppose you're right, yeah. Go on then, Odo. Get investigating. I want to know the truth about what really happened here.
Thank you, Gina. This
Actually,
sucks.
This isn't her. Yes, this. It's fucking upbeat.
An empty fireplace makes a room feel even colder than it would be otherwise, doesn't it?
It's thick with dust, look. I think it'd be fair to say he hasn't been used in a very long time.
In other words, whoever lived in this room must have been extremely hardy in cold weather.
Or nobody lived here at all and merely visited when the occasion arose. I wouldn't like to say which is more likely.
No, that's right. It's one or the other.
Oh, it's a photograph stand. I suppose it must be a picture of one of Inspector Gregson's family members.
No.
Ah!
Why would it be? What? What's the matter? Your eyes look like they're about to pop out of your head.
They are! Look, Mr. Naruhodo!
It is Evie. Ha-ha!
Oh. Beautiful.
Why do I feel like this woman is familiar somehow?
Object permanence, come on.
Listen.
Of course she's familiar! We met her only this morning.
Ah! It's Mrs. Vigil.
This makes no sense. Why would there be a picture of Mrs. Vigil in here?
To be frank, I don't think I've ever been more stumped.
I'm sorry to say, I have no idea either.
The framed photograph has been entered into the court record. Because, Daily Vigil was using this as to do his crime.
This looks like some sort of notice board or something.
And it's absolutely covered in scraps of paper.
Ah, Mr. Naruhodo, look!
This you mean? It's an autopsy report, isn't it?
And there are case notes here, and details of prison inmates.
Yes, in fact, they're all the sort of documents that only a detective could normally acquire. What on earth went on in this room?
Some old newspaper cuttings. Ah, and this one here!
Oh, yes, the advertisement, you mean? To the Red-Headed League. But why? What's that doing here?
Whoever occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason.
Who is...
Probably the money.
Who is the... Hezekiah Hawkins? Okay.
Of Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. We'll talk to the Bobby later. The top of one of the candles in this candle holder has been completely blown off.
Yes, there's wax spattered on the wall behind, look.
I suppose if a bullet had hit it.
It does seem likely the bullet hit the candle. Having first passed to the inspector's body.
Oh. wax on the wall looks like blood to me.
Am I crazy? You guys see wax on the wall? I don't see it.
No,
I
they
don't think
didn't.
it's
They
there.
didn't. They didn't draw. That is a textual thing, not a visual thing. The candelabrum has been entered into the court record. Court record. Somebody's very haphazardly nailed those boards over the broken glass, haven't they? You couldn't even really call it a window anymore.
Well, if you remember the window in Mr. Natsume's room, that was totally blocked up with bricks. This one does at least let in some light. So you could say...
You could say nothing more about it. I'm starting to feel even more sorry for Mr. Natsume now. What's the little fucking doll? Oh? What's this?
Oh well? It would appear to be a little model policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it? In a way.
Seeing as it's on the floor here, do you think it belonged to Inspector Gregson?
It's hard to imagine Lord Von Zieks playing with something like this.
It's totally about 8 centimeters tall. Could have fallen out of someone's pocket, I suppose. I think we should record it as evidence, just in case.
Yes, I agree. It is rather delightful after all. In a way.
The policeman figurine has been entered into the court record. This is presumably the murder weapon, then?
Oh! Oh my! It is real, I suppose!
I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan, I really know very little about them. No,
There's one way to know for sure, Mr. Naruhodo. Fire a shot!
Susato, no. What? No. If I did that, I'd be looking for a skilled lawyer to represent me in court. Slightly safer to just ask someone who might know, I think. The killer's revolver has been entered into the court record. Probably best to avoid handling it.
Anyway, let's handle it.
Anyway,
Let's spin it and point the barrel at our face.
I suppose this must have been the murder weapon.
Oh! Oh my! It is real, I suppose!
I think so. Okay, it's the same dialogue. Perhaps someone more familiar with firearms could shed a light on things here.
Who do we know that knows anything about guns?
I don't know, maybe we talked to one
I
of the
fucking
Bobbies.
know. The only one I can think of is maybe Gina, but like, she only really has experience with guns through trauma.
Since we came in here, I
Iris?
take my eyes off this thing.
Oh! Funnily enough, neither can I!
It's
Oh, it's you.
a hairpiece, isn't it?
It is! A bright red hairpiece!
And I suppose the fact that it's right there next to where the body was found, means we have to accept that Inspector Gregson wore wigs, doesn't it?
And in such a flame-colored red, too.
Yes, that's a color we've come across very recently elsewhere, isn't it?
Exactly! This is a vital clue, I'm sure of it.
The red hairpiece has been entered into the court record. Presumably belonged to Gregson. So I suppose this is where the victim...
That's right. The rope is laid around the body to show exactly how it was found. poor Inspector Gregson himself has already been taken away.
And would probably be under Dr. Scythe's scalpel by now, if not for what happened last week.
From the shape of the rope, it would appear that Inspector was curled up in a ball.
Weird.
Are you feeling alright, Mr. Naruhodo? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
I know it's just a rope, but, well, it conjures up quite a terrifying image. That's all. Especially with that blood stain next to it.
Oh, I do understand. In some ways, what we picture in our minds can be even worse than reality.
Sato-san is so strong, though. She's taking this far better than I am. Excuse me.
If you're looking down on us from the great beyond, Inspector, don't worry. We'll look after things at the yard.
I've interrupted some deep thoughts there. We are not making all of them that voice. Excuse me.
Wait, do you want to do your take on the voice?
Oh God.
Wait, were you the only were you the only did that while Alex was gone?
I don't remember. Oh, sir. Can't see a thing, sir. Too many tears, sir.
Right. Perhaps I'd better leave you to your work then.
I try to do the thing where Alex says they breathe in while they do it. And when I started doing that, it just sounded like I was dying. Like, how the fuck do you do that when breathing in?
It's like just hangs out at the back and bottom of your throat.
Oh, sir.
Oh, Inspector! Oh, sir!
Poor man. Can't possibly be able to focus on investigating when he's so upset.
Just like over here in my corner coughing.
Gina, what was Inspector Gregson doing here in the first place?
That's what I want to know. It's what half a year since I got out of the old clink. That's when I decided to give up me dive and then become a detective instead.
Oh, yes. Mr. Sholmes twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you on as an apprentice, didn't he?
Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I don't really know much about the boss till then. It turns out, I'm a bit of a legend in the yard.
Goodness, really?
Today he managed to solve some really tricky case, just like that.
He did.
Yep. And ever since then, he started going out on all sorts of investigations, always on his own. No one else at the yard knows half the stuff, half the cases he's working on, apparently.
That's not how it's supposed to work, is it? So what's the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this?
Now we have a lot of respect for the Reaper and all. We'll go ahead and land him.
Respect for the Reaper? In what way?
Say as much. I take my hat off at the fella. Those words.
Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper.
Yeah. Boss says exactly why you respect the bloke.
I didn't realize Gregson held the Reaper in quite such high regard.
He said something else to me and all. That I don't need to worry about a Reaper. Because he only goes out for people who are bad. Did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that.
Right. What is this place then? Does anyone live here?
Apparently it's been written by some rogue called Hugh Bone.
It's probably Boone.
Hugh Boone?
You boon.
Huge bone.
Alright.
Hugh Boone.
It's a sort of... He'd stay gone tomorrow, that, isn't it?
Yeah, he's what we call an unidentified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him.
I see. Well, judging from appearances, I'd have to say this place hasn't been lived in for a long time. If ever.
Right. All that's from the yard piled down to get stuck into the investigation. So little ear. Fucking hell. No one knew what to do with themselves.
I do wonder.
Yes, Mr. Sutter?
Well, could it be that this Hugh Boone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself?
What? How could that be?
Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his.
I've never even considered that.
Nice work, Suze. We actually formed a line of inquiry like that ourselves.
You are?
Look around the room. You'll see the few things that hit at it.
Should really investigate this place in detail.
We did. Does it?
I think mostly like the pin board with all the detective-y shit.
The police officer toy.
I see that's where the poor inspector was found over there.
Yeah, that's right. They said it was a single bullet would do him in. Apparently the bullet went through him and stuck the cow tree on the wall.
Oh, yes, it's blown one of the candles apart completely.
And the gun used is down the floor. It's the Reaper's in it. No denying that.
What? Really?
How do you know that?
Take it easy. I know what to do with myself when you stare at me with those big wide eyes.
Big ol' eyes.
I'm only saying what I heard. I don't know much about guns myself. There's some big wig lawman or whatever who said so. Why don't you ask him?
Big wig lawman, is it?
Fresno Street runs along that window over there. There's some street sellers just outside with a gunshot.
Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside.
Yeah, they've all been taken down the yard for questioning, that's why. We're talking about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They'll be getting a grilling.
Do you think we might be able to speak with those street sellers ourselves?
I doubt it. The lads at the yard will just want to know what you're snooping around, and you'll get up for grilling and all.
Alright.
So we can't interview the witnesses then. Shame.
Not until they're on the stand.
Okay. Gina, what do you make of this?
What is that? Evidence? Work something out about what happened, have you?
Oh, no, not exactly.
I've been looking enough into the job and all to get all this to do some business yet. But I swear I'm gonna get the person what did this to the boss. I don't know nothing. Nope. I saw something. No, okay, we did that one.
So, Eugen Mikatova dies next case, then.
Or it's Danganronpa double kill.
Oh, God.
Yeah, my thought was also Mikatoba dies next case.
British Supreme Court of Law, Lord Chief Justice's office.
You've made good time.
This is Cosmo.
I took
Yeah.
I took an express train back to London.
I can hear Lord Strongheart. Can you?
Yes, it sounds as though he's talking to someone.
Look at that ass.
Oh. Double sword.
Is everything in place?
Why are you putting question marks? I had a private compartment on the train so I could check all the paperwork.
This is Bacchus' turn. It's...
Kazuma-sama!
Slide. Ah, your timing is impeccable.
It is?
No doubt you have heard the sickening news about the Reaper's latest devilry.
Yes.
I'm sure you don't believe it, of course, though, Lord Strongheart. That Lord Von Steeks could have done such a thing to Inspector Gregson.
I believe only in the facts. And the facts in this case point to one thing. The unavoidable accusal of Lord Van Zeeks for this crime. We must bring charges against the Reaper for taking the life of our legendary detective.
Oh, no, surely not.
It's a truly regrettable situation. Tomorrow the Forensic Science Symposium finally begins. At the very least, though, we can show the world our justice system's swift and equitable processes.
Yeah, you did this. So does that mean the trial is tomorrow?
Precisely. In fact, this is a fine opportunity for introductions.
Kazuma?
Ah, but of course. You're already acquainted, aren't you? Mr. Sogi here will be present at tomorrow's proceedings. Leading the prosecution.
Wait. What? Kazuma?
As I'm sure you are aware, he is a very capable practitioner of law.
Yeah.
Kazuma-sama, a prosecutor?
All right.
Look at him fucking A-posing over there.
He's got his arms crossed.
I know, but it just, it looks like they put him on a box so he would be slightly taller than Strongheart.
I mean, he's just further away.
He's just
Standing
further away.
away.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Bro, he is just vibing. He is just standing there.
That's vibing.
Guys,
Look at that
I
fucking
am
chastity belt he's got on.
fucking exhausted.
Oh my god.
You're exhausted.
Don't talk to me. I don't know if I said
Exhausted by us or exhausted in general?
Both.
Alright, that's fair.
Mostly in
Belief.
general. This case. Everything that has happened.
There's a lot going on.
They've hit some emotions.
Oh.
That is so Huh. Investigation segments, man. They're all Alex City, huh?
Wait, what happened? Are we? Sorry, I got a text
Let's
from my
take
mom at the
5.
same time. Are we pausing?
Yeah.
Take 5?
Oh,
okay.
I
I think
really need to pee,
Molly's
actually.
debating whether or not to continue stream, I think is what's happening, and so wants to take a break.
Let's take
Real
5.
fast.
I'm gonna go lay on my face for 5 minutes and then we'll be back.
I've already peed.
I'm proud of you.
Good for you.
Preemptive piss.
Preemptive piss. All right.
Preemptive piss. As long as it's not a preemptive bris. then-
What's a riss?
No, I didn't say bris. There was a B in front of that.
Briss?
Bris. You don't know what a bris is?
No.
It's
You can tell
a-
me after I get myself a popsicle.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'll go get a Go-Gurt. I've already had a bunch of Go-Gurt today, but I deserve it.
All right. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Good night, Sophie. I feel like I've been bludgeoned and thrown into the Thames.
I'm back.
Yeah, I'll be honest. My stomach has been killing me tonight. I've actually already been laying on my back on my couch, like holding my microphone in my hands.
Oh. Yeah, I just God. I was having a pretty okay day today. I started watching Way of the House Husband. It's fucking great. It's good anime. It's delightful. Played some Fire Emblem, Three Houses, and we're having a good time doing the goofs and the investigating. And then Gregson fucking got shot in the head. And he's dead.
Did they say it was in the head?
I don't know. I don't think they said. It would be weird if it wasn't, because it went into the fucking candle.
Yeah, I was wondering about it earlier since he was curled up. I was like, did he not die immediately? Was he in pain?
Yeah, I thought it was a stomach wound, which makes me think that the actual bolt they heard was the one that got shot through the candle.
The candle?
Yeah.
Second shot fired.
Can I tell y'all a story of something that just happened to me and now I'm in a pickle? I ordered groceries. I ordered groceries today. And I was like, I'm gonna go get that baby corn that I have. So I just kind of grabbed the can out of my shopping bag. I went over, I peeled it, and I peeled the lid, and I started pouring into the sink because usually there's liquid in there. And tomato juice came out. Tomato sauce.
Did you just dump a full can of SpaghettiOs into your sink?
No! I realized what it was very quickly. Because I don't, completely take the lid off, so the corn doesn't fall out. I just, hold the lid in place and, let it drain.
Yeah.
So I was able to, stop it. But I did realize pretty quickly, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to eat this now.
You can just put it into a container and put it in your fridge.
Nope, too late. It's just the microwave's done.
You could just pour it into a container and put it in your fridge.
Anyway, Levi, do you want to know what a bris is?
I do, actually.
A what?
It's the circumcision ceremony.
Oh.
What?
I guess I wouldn't know.
The funniest thing was Alex made that joke and Levi's like, you didn't explain it to me after I come back I'm gonna get a popsicle. I fucking lost it.
Why did this come up? What?
I don't remember.
Because Alex was talking about how proud, how happy they were how pleased with themselves that they had taken a preemptive piss, and I responded with preemptive priss, and they thought that was very funny. And it was like, I hope it's not a preemptive bris, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
And he said, you can explain this to me after I go get this popsicle.
I didn't want it to go past the 5 minutes. You know, so I want to make sure. I wanted to make sure I got out of my got my popsicle that I wanted to eat.
And bite the tip off of.
Oh yeah, baby. Popsicle breast.
Because everyone knows that's what. Anyway, we're not talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
We're not.
You guys get started. I put on tea to boiled, and it was like, it's never gonna happen, and it just finished. I'll be right back.
No, it's fine. I think. We're not talking to them today.
All right, that's fair.
I am so exhausted.
You had a long day.
I am just emotionally exhausted.
All
Then
right.
I'll stay, because then my kettle will turn off on its own.
Okay. Just We'll talk to them next week. We'll just call it an hour early today, because I'm not emotionally prepared to deal with Gregson being dead right now.
Understandable.
That's fair. I need time to eat my SpaghettiOs, and it's gonna take a whole week.
Great. Fantastic. Oh.
Okay, keep streaming long enough for me to quote that.
I'm not. I don't immediately like click the end stream button. That's not how this works.
Also, you can add quotes after the stream is off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nightbot still exists.
Chat doesn't just die.
Oh, fuck, how exactly did you say it? I need time to eat my SpaghettiOs.
It's gonna take a week?
It's gonna take a whole week.
It's gonna take a whole week, I think. It's the.
I'm gonna save my other can of SpaghettiOs just for next stream.
Yeah, that's how you spell SpaghettiOs.
I don't fucking eat SpaghettiOs.
It's just spaghetti dash.
I haven't eaten SpaghettiOs once in my
It is
life.
literally
I've
just
never bought a can.
spaghetti dash O.
The last time I saw SpaghettiOs was in a TV ad when I was like fucking 10 years old when I still had a working TV.
Spaghetti.
Yes, you did also spell spaghetti wrong.
Did I put 2 G's?
Yes, it's only 1 G.
Man.
Fine. It's fine.
And yeah, and the extra G.
My hubris.
Oh, thank you guys for
No,
joining
Molly's
me.
hubris.
I'm hubris. My hubris. It's me. His stealth quote.
2 days from now.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining me tonight. Rest in peace, Inspector Gregson. We don't know where Wagahai is. We also don't know where Toby the dog is. If I had the ability to cuddle a cat, I would do it. I don't have the ability to cuddle any animals. But that's fine. Alex can cuddle Selena for all of us.
Wait, okay, just to be clear.
Yeah.
I googled SpaghettiOs and there's no dash. Right? It's just an O that's big. So it's just
I guess
yeah.
on the can it looks like there is. But
Alright.
That makes sense.
yeah, no, I guess it is. I guess he was closer than. Yeah, no,
I just spelled spaghetti
the branding.
It was just
you. Spaghetti wrong.
it was mostly you putting 2 G's on spaghetti that really got me.
Spaghetti.
Can you blame me?
Spaghetti.
Putting 2 G's in spaghetti?
There are 2 T's, I don't know, man.
Alex saying it like that made me think of a chia pet, but with spaghetti, and that's terrible.
That's what I was trying to do.
Well, you're wrong for doing it. How dare you?
God, that's so bad.
Gross
gonna-
spaghetti.
I'm gonna
You just pour boiling water on it.
I'm gonna
End stream?
end stream before we continue to devolve. Thank you
The
We could
SpaghettiOs
just stay
podcast?
downstream and talk about SpaghettiOs for the next hour.
for the next hour. We can just stay
The
here.
Great Ace Attorney podcast.
We can just stay here on the title screen, listening to the title music, and talk about SpaghettiOs for a really long time.
Best stream, best
You
stream,
audience
best
members
stream.
think we're unhinged on stream. You should hear us when we're just talking.
God.
Join the Discord. Become one.
Join the Discord. Hear us just go absolutely nuts.
True, hey, I have a Discord.
And if you want to be horny, you have to join my Discord.
That's true. We can also give you
Yeah.
a link to Alex's Discord, which is where the horny goes, because I just don't want to deal with having not safe for work channels in my server, and they've got it covered for me.
Yeah, I've got plenty of horny to go around.
Someone's got to quote that. We all knew it.
We all but knew. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll be back next Thursday. We will continue. We will probably finish this investigation, I presume. Van Zieks will agree to let us be his defense, because there is...
I hope.
There is no other options. Yeah. Thank you.
You're the only defense attorney, and he's the only person in need of defending.
It's true. And, we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bitch.